Hey there, teachers. I'm Anton McCoy, and welcome to the Teacher Support Network podcast. Today, we're tackling something every teacher faces at some point during the school year, and it's those low energy times of the year when student motivation dips, their attention wanders, and the classroom just feels kind of blah and flat. Does this resonate with you? For many of you, you could be raising your hand, yes, like, yeah, that's me right now. And I hear you. So let's talk about when are these low energy times of the year. Well, maybe it's during February to early March when the holidays are over, the weather is gloomy, and spring break feels far away. Maybe it's mid-May to June, like the season we're approaching right now, when the end of the year fatigue kind of sets in and students may feel mentally checked out, especially after standardized testing. Maybe it's just been a long stretch with no break and the weather won't cooperate. Or it could be immediately after breaks when it's hard to transition back to the school and classroom routines and students feel restless and unmotivated to re-engage. Wherever you are in the school year when you're listening to this, if your students seem sluggish and you're feeling the same way, then this episode's for you. So let's dive into 3 simple classroom strategies that can help reignite student motivation when energy is running low. So strategy number 1, give students more choice. One of the fastest ways to re-engage students is to give them more control and agency. Choice makes students feel they have more ownership in their learning. So whether it's letting them pick their project format like a poster or a slideshow or an oral or written report and so forth, or choosing their own topics within a unit that you're teaching to go deeper in, a little independence and autonomy can go a long way. You might offer a menu of assignment options or let students vote on a class activity. When students feel like they have a say in what's going on in the classroom, their effort often increases naturally. So strategy number 1 is give students more choice. Let's move on to strategy number 2. I call it gamify the learning experience. So gamify the learning experience. So when the room energy is low and students feel tired, then it's time to play, y'all. Gamifying learning doesn't have to be complicated. Think about how you could take your math, reading, writing, or any other content area that you teach and present it in a way, in a form of a fun game or activity. So here's some ideas to consider, and you can see whether or not it will fit with your content area in the age of your students. So you can use a set of dice or deck of cards to help boost math instruction in a fun way. Board games and puzzles are great ways to build reading skills, higher order and abstract thinking skills, and it can also help promote social-emotional learning and improve group dynamics as well. This one is one of my favorite. Integrate interactive technology with your content-specific subjects using Kahoot. You ever heard of Kahoot? Well, if you haven't, you need to learn about Kahoot. Kahoot is a game-based platform that can make learning fun through games. You can review your content on that, and you can even do quizzes. Students really perk up when there's competition or a goal beyond just, let's finish the worksheet. And so think about these different ways to help gamify the learning experience for your students during these low energy slumps of the year. It's amazing how a little fun can jumpstart focus even in those weeks that drag. And now let's talk about strategy number 3. Switch up the routine. Routines are great for structure, but during a slump, having novelty and something new in your back pocket can really be your secret weapon. Try rearranging your classroom layout, maybe doing a lesson outside if the weather permits, or have students swap seats for a day. Maybe introduce a mystery box challenge that you're going to try to figure out together as a class. Add music during work time if it's something that you don't normally do. Even just changing how you deliver a lesson, like using stations or partner work when you usually do whole group instruction, can really reset the classroom energy. Small changes create curiosity, and curiosity drives attention up. So I'm going to end with I call it my bonus pro tip. I'll give you one more tip. I call it my bonus pro tip. And it's pretty much this. Acknowledge the low energy, and as a class community, own it together. And this one might be the most powerful strategy because you name the energy dip and then you make a plan with your students to push through it together. Let them know how you feel about it too. And then ask them, what helps you stay focused? What can we do as a class to finish strong? Invite their input. Let them help create a motivational strategy with you. You'll be amazed at how much buy-in this can really build with your class. And when students feel like they're part of the solution and not just the problem, you foster a real sense of shared inclusion, ownership, and collaboration with all members of the class. So let's recap these 3 simple motivational boosters discussed in this episode. So the first one was give students more choice. The second was gamify your content and the learning experience. The third was shake up the routine to invite curiosity. And I added a bonus pro tip, which was acknowledge the slump and the dip in motivation, and then co-own the comeback together as a class. Remember, you don't need to overhaul your whole class to make a difference. Just pick one of these strategies to try this week if you're in that low season and see what happens. Small shifts can really bring big energy back to your students and, to be honest, and to you as well. So if this episode helped you out, please share it with a teacher friend, and please visit the show notes page for other resources and this episode's transcript. And if you have time, drop a quick review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever platform you are listening to this episode on, because it really helps more educators like yourself find this show. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in this week. Bye now.